We're back. Clearly, things are not different yet, but let's just start getting things going for when the change does come. I want to start just getting some riffs out there that I've been working on. I've kind of put some songwriting on hold. I have some songs definitely that will be coming. Definitely going to re-record and get vocals into the other ones. I've been practicing singing. You don't want to hear it right now because it's not good. But I just want to get stuff recorded, put out there, and then hopefully when I start doing this stuff and recording, it'll be closer to kind of what these ideas are right here, and they won't change too much. Obviously, there's always going to be variations. Hello. So it's not my face. So it's not always just not my face now that I've put it in there. But let's focus on this. This is about a riff. I might talk some more after the riff is done. I didn't set up the way I wanted to set up for the way I'm going to record this guitar, but that's okay. I can do that now. Actually, might be help with the editing. So this could get added to what exists. This could become its own thing. I haven't really decided yet, but I do kind of like where it's going. It has a familiar sound, obviously, because it is in a scale that is kind of like the Arabic scale, kind of the Arabian scale. You'll definitely hear it. And sometimes in that, I feel like, is it new? Is it fresh? Is it, is it just more of the same of what we heard in that scale, just because it has such a distinct sound? But this is what I've come up with, and this is what it's going to sound like. So let me get this recording ready so it doesn't sound like complete turds. And we don't hear this squeaky chair, although we're going to hear the... Actually, it's not being so squeaky right now. All right, there we go. Got the squeak. Oh man, I can't wait till the setup's different. Let's do this. So here's the problem. Not a problem. It kind of gets, especially in that scale, I want to develop something that kind of complements that. Let me get water here too. Because I feel like once you're in that scale, it has a sound, and it would get boring just to do that same thing over and over again. So, I mean, it definitely sounds cool. Definitely something to build on, but I just need to figure out, what notes I want to use, what I can incorporate in there, so it's not just the same thing, move around different parts of the neck. Just so, because that's one thing I've been thinking about with solos. I might play something else that's not really part of what I was planning. Let me turn this mic up just in case. I might mess with the audio in post. But anyway, the key that I'm kind of thinking about in my songwriting, solos, things like that, is moving around the neck a little bit more, because please shut up. All right, perfect. I mean, obviously, if you're in a scale, something like E minor, you could do the entire solo just. It's all you need. It's all you really need. I mean, all the notes that are of the scale are between that octave. But, I mean, to spice it up, obviously, there's so many other places around the neck. You can do that. Move it down. Alright, all kinds of stuff. So that was kind of me moving E minor around. And obviously if you get stuck in that, it gets kind of boring. So I've been thinking of some ways to, in solos, to kind of move things around, do some modal changes. It's a little bit different with riffs, because riffs are not the same as just a regular chord progression. Riffs will give you the freedom to kind of do what you want, but it still has to be in line of what's going on with the riff. And those are just the problems that in making my songs more interesting. What's already around, adding, subtracting parts, looking at the riffs. It's all in standard for the most part, except for Achieving Peace Through War. I might pull that Jackson Warrior out since it's tuned that way. Might do some more songs like that, because so far I feel like that's been my heaviest song. And I do want to revisit, redo all the songs, which includes that one, and get the newer stuff out there, so this keeps growing. So that's kind of where we'll stop it right now. I'll probably be putting some more riffs out. Maybe I'll start up My Musical Problems again, just to touch on things I talked about in this. Maybe I will start, not doing music theory as lessons, but just go through theory of what my songs are, breaking down songs. There's a lot I can do. And then even go on Twitch, which I might do right now. So I'll edit this video and maybe go on Twitch for a little bit. Sounds like a plan. Oh, my Twitch is Santa Caban. I'll put the link maybe in here. It's at least going to be in the description.